Chosen, one last warning before the final transformation. You feel it, don't you? Something is coming, something you can no longer ignore. That feeling deep within your soul, as if destiny is calling. It's not just a hunch, it's the truth trying to reveal itself. Now you find yourself standing before a point of no return, and the choice you make right now will change everything. Will you stay in the comfort zone, in the false security of what is familiar, or will you face the unknown, knowing that the final transformation is not waiting for anyone? But here's the thing. The pain you feel now, that growing discomfort, is the price for the great change that's about to happen. You're afraid to take that step, but the truth is, the greatest obstacle you face is not out there in the world. It's within you. The key to this transformation is within you, but only if you can look at your reflection without fear, without running away. What will you choose? Will you continue living in the pain of the known, or will you dare to face what awaits you on the other side? Chosen, you knew something was about to happen. Maybe you didn't fully understand it, but that feeling deep in your soul was never just a coincidence. With every step you took, destiny knocked at your door, and you, whether out of fear or ignorance, ignored the signs. But now the moment has arrived. What you tried to avoid, what you refused to face, is right in front of you. What will you do now? Ignore this warning once again, or finally open your eyes to the truth. There's no more waiting for things to resolve on their own. Time will give you no more excuses, no more chances. This warning, this call for transformation has already been given. Every hesitation of yours, every step backward, has only added weight to the change that is coming. What's at stake is no longer what you have, but what you're capable of becoming. Doubt still resides in your chest, but the urgency of the moment is calling you. The question is, will you move forward, or will you get lost in the insecurity of what you don't know? This path isn't easy, and you know that. It's not the first time you've come across a crossroads, but this one is different. The warning you've ignored so many times is becoming impossible to deny. What lies ahead will require more from you than ever before. It won't just be an external change, but an internal transformation. Are you ready for that? Or will you let fear once again swallow you and keep you away from your true purpose? What you feel now isn't just discomfort, it's your call to move forward. The choices you've made so far have shaped the person you are, but what you decide now will define who you become. What's ahead demands courage, and there's no more time to hesitate. The doors are closing behind you, and soon all that will be left is the future you've chosen. A future of transformation or a future of regret. The path becomes clear when you allow yourself to hear the call and take action. Will you respond, or will you keep running to a comfort zone that no longer exists? Now you find yourself at the limit, the point of no return. The warning has already been given, and the next step depends solely and completely on you. This transformation is yours, and it will only be realized when you decide to take that step forward. What's to come won't be easy, but the only way to reach your true essence is to move forward, even without seeing everything clearly. Will you keep living in doubt, or will you finally face the truth? The answer is inside of you, but action can only come from a choice. Are you ready for what's to come? Chosen, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a truth inside of you that has been pushed to the bottom of your soul. You've tried to hide it, ignore it, and even run away from it, but the problem is, it's never left you. No matter how far you distance yourself, it always comes back. Every day, this truth pursues you, waiting for you to have the courage to face it. What are you waiting for to stop running and confront the reality that's knocking at your door? The pain you feel, that inexplicable emptiness, is the consequence of living in denial. You knew something needed to change, but out of fear or insecurity, you postponed the moment of facing your truth. Now, it won't wait anymore. The time for hiding is over. This truth has the power to transform your life, but only if you accept it once and for all. What's at stake is not just what you know, but what you're ready to admit about yourself. Inside, you already know you can't keep ignoring what's bothering you. There's a wisdom inside you screaming to be heard. What you fear, in reality, has the power to set you free. By confronting what's hidden, you'll find not only the key to your transformation, but also the path to freedom. Are you willing to set aside your fear and finally open your eyes to what truly matters? The truth you avoid has deep roots, but only when you face it will it lose its power over you. Your soul already knows what needs to be done, but your mind is still trying to control and justify. Don't let this internal battle continue wearing you down. What comes next won't be easy, but it will be necessary. With every step you take to accept this truth, you'll become stronger, more aligned with your true purpose. What's blocking your growth is exactly what you haven't had the courage to admit yet. Chosen, you can no longer ignore what's in front of you. This truth, as painful as it is the key to the transformation you're seeking. When you finally look this truth in the eyes, something will shift inside of you. What comes next is a new path, one where your soul will be lighter, truer. Now it's time to act. Are you ready to open your eyes and live the life you deserve? Chosen, you've always been afraid of what's about to happen, but what you haven't realized is that this fear could be your greatest ally on your journey. What you fear is actually showing you the way forward. You can't run from it anymore. The fear you feel now is not an enemy. It's a guide pointing to what you most need to face. Let it lead you, and you'll see that the path becomes clearer than ever. The truth is, you've been trying to avoid this path, always postponing the decision to face the unknown. But the more you try to distance yourself, the more life pushes you toward it. Fear is only powerful when you decide to ignore it or resist it. When you accept it, it loses its strength and shows you the true direction. You feel that internal calling, don't you? Something inside you knows the time has come to move forward, to take the step that can change everything. Now you're at a crossroads. Doubt and fear are still trying to paralyze you, but this is the time to act. The path to transformation isn't easy and never has been. If it were, you'd have already reached it. But it's precisely through fear that you'll be able to tap into an unknown strength within you. This path requires courage, and fear, when embraced, teaches you exactly how to find it. You can keep hesitating, but the path will keep revealing itself, even if you don't see it fully. As you move forward, confidence grows. Each step, despite the fear, brings you closer to your true self. This is the moment to stop waiting for perfection and start acting with what you have now. Fear will still be there, but it will never control you again. You will take control of your destiny, and the path will open up. Chosen, now that you know fear is just a doorway to transformation, the next step is to accept that there's no going back. You're in motion, and the direction has already been chosen by you, with or without fear. What comes next requires an even greater strength. Are you ready to fully step into the journey that will shape your destiny? What happens now will define your new reality. Are you prepared for this revelation? Chosen, the key to the transformation you've been seeking is not out there, in something or someone. It's inside of you, waiting to be discovered. But how much longer will you keep ignoring this truth? You carry within you the power to change your life, to free yourself from everything that holds you back. But for that, you need to finally accept the strength that resides within you. Are you ready to release this key, or will you continue hiding it in the depths of your soul? You've been so focused on what's happening around you that you've forgotten to look within. The world around you may be turbulent, but inside of you, there is a peace that no one can take away. The key to your transformation is waiting to be released, but only when you stop fighting against it. Instead of looking outside, it's time to return to your center and reconnect with the power that was given to you from the beginning. Are you ready to stop searching externally and start searching within? Every doubt you feel, every insecurity, is the resistance to what's inside you. Your mind tries to convince you that you're not capable, that you need something more, but you already have everything you need. The key to unlocking your true power is in your hands, in your willingness to surrender to what you really are. It's no longer about what you have or what's missing. It's about what you can become when you allow yourself to be everything you already are. Let go of the lies you've told yourself. Transformation won't happen when you have more time or when you're in a better place. It starts now, within you. The key won't wait to be released, but once you do, you'll realize there's nothing that limits you anymore. The life you've been longing for, the peace you've been searching for, is waiting for you. And all you need to do is finally take the step and open the door to this new reality. Chosen, now that you understand the key is within you, the question is, will you release it? Are you ready to accept your true power and let it guide your transformation? What comes after this choice will take you beyond everything you imagined, but it depends entirely on you. Will you act, or will you stay stuck in the limitations of a past that no longer exists? Chosen, how long have you been trying to control everything around you? The truth you don't want to face is that control is an illusion. The more you try to control, the more you feel things slipping through your hands. Destiny, life, everything flows like a river, and you can't stop it. The more you fight against this flow, the harder the journey becomes. You're not in control. You never were. But it's time to let go of this illusion and surrender to the greater force that's guiding you. Have you noticed that the moments of greatest peace in your life were the ones when you completely surrendered to what was coming? When you stop fighting and accept what is, life begins to flow in ways you never imagined. Control, excessive worry, all of this just keeps you from seeing the bigger picture of your journey. The spiritual flow is calling you, but you need to let go of the ego to hear it. Are you ready to open your hands and trust in what's coming? Every time you try to hold on to something, you move further away from your true path. Control traps you in an invisible prison, where nothing ever seems enough, but freedom comes when you release the chains. When you accept that you don't know everything and surrender to the flow of life, things start to align in surprising ways. You don't need to know every step, just take the first one. Are you ready to trust more in what life has to offer and less in what your mind tries to control? No matter how hard you try to plan and control every move, something inside you knows that it's not enough. Your soul cries out for freedom and peace. By trying to control the uncontrollable, you only delay your true transformation. Now is the time to act differently. Release, trust, and flow. When you do, you'll be surprised by how much easier life can be than you imagined. What you need to do now is let go of control and follow the flow that has always been within your reach. Chosen, now that you understand control is an illusion, are you ready to act? The spiritual flow has always been here, waiting for you to surrender to it. What comes after this surrender will be grander than you ever imagined, but you'll only discover it when you let go of control. Are you ready to fully surrender to what life has prepared for you? The next step now requires your complete trust. Will you take that step, or will you keep trying to swim against the current? Chosen, have you ever felt the weight of time on your back? With every passing moment, the opportunity for transformation moves further away. Time is relentless, and no matter how much you try to escape, it won't wait for you. What you decide now will determine what happens tomorrow. If you stay inactive, the pain of regret will be greater than any challenge that may come your way. Are you willing to pay the price of procrastination, or will you act now while there's still time? You know there's something inside you that needs to be done, but for some reason, you've been postponing it. You're trying to control time, waiting for the right moment, but it never comes. Inaction is the biggest lie you can tell yourself. When you don't act, you choose to stay stuck where you are. What you have now is the power to change. But if you do nothing, the future you fear will be inevitable. What will you do with this moment before you? Time doesn't stop, and opportunities don't wait. Every second you hesitate is one less second for your transformation. You can deceive yourself by saying there's enough time, But what you don't realize is that the moment to act is now. When you stand still, the world around you keeps moving and you fall behind, stuck in a cycle of inaction. You don't want to look back and realize you missed your chance, do you? Now, more than ever, what you decide to do will define what lies ahead. Have you noticed that when you act, something inside you ignites? Doubt disappears and the path reveals itself more clearly. The secret to transformation lies in taking the first step, no matter how small. Every movement you make toward your purpose lifts the weight of inaction and opens doors that once seemed closed. If you stay paralyzed, the doors will remain locked. Are you ready to open yours, or will you wait for time to destroy it? Chosen, what will you do with the time you have left? It won't wait for you. What's coming next is a path of choices, and the most important one is the action you decide to take now. Every second you waste in doubt is one less chance to achieve the transformation you've been seeking. The next step can't wait any longer. Are you ready to take the first step and leave inaction behind? Chosen, you know that within you is a reflection you've been avoiding to face. The spiritual mirror doesn't show only what you want to see, but what you truly are. And that's exactly what's been haunting you. The shadows of your past, unresolved fears, and the lies you've told yourself are all reflected in that mirror. But how much longer will you keep running away? True transformation only happens when you face, once and for all, what's been holding you back. What's reflected in that mirror is more than you realize. It's not just an image of what you see externally, but the essence of who you truly are, with your weaknesses and strengths. You're afraid to see your imperfections, to look at what you think is broken, but only when you look at that reflection with courage will true healing begin. What you see in it may frighten you, but it's the only thing that can set you free. Are you ready to face that reflection and finally free yourself from what holds you back? The pain you feel when you look at that mirror is a clear sign that something needs to be resolved. The spiritual mirror doesn't lie, it shows the raw truth. Maybe you've tried to ignore it, but it's always there, waiting to be recognized. The resistance to looking at it is what keeps you stuck in a cycle of denial. But the truth you need to see isn't a burden, it's a key. When you accept what you see, you become stronger, more authentic. What's holding you back from taking this step? Every time you look at that mirror, you feel discomfort. But it's in that discomfort that the power of transformation lies. It's not the reflection that needs to change, it's you. By facing what's there, you take control of your own story. The painful truths you've been avoiding are actually what will lead you to your true essence. No longer will you need to hide what frightens you, because now you understand that the only way to move forward is by fully accepting yourself. Will you accept this reflection or keep running from it? Chosen, now that you've understood that the spiritual mirror only reflects what you are, and that change depends on how you choose to see yourself, it's time to act. What you see in that reflection will guide your next choice. Are you ready to face yourself and accept who you are without more fear or escape? What comes next requires even greater courage. Will you continue resisting, or will you finally make the decision to transform what's reflected in your soul? Chosen, you're facing a choice that will define everything to come. The peace you've been longing for is within your reach, but not without a price. That price is the chaos you're afraid to face. The decision you make now will determine whether you'll keep living in the safety of what's familiar or embrace transformation with all its challenges and discomforts. Chaos is inevitable when you choose to change, but it's within that chaos that true peace is born. Are you ready to face the storm and claim your peace? The truth is, peace doesn't come without you having the courage to face the chaos. What you've been avoiding throughout your life is calling you, and the chaos you fear is the fertile ground where your new self will be sown. There's no growth without a little discomfort. True peace is not found in the absence of challenges, but in the ability to face and overcome them. You can choose to keep hiding or take the step that will lead you to freedom. What will your choice be? When you choose peace, You're not choosing the absence of problems, but the ability to face them in a new way. Chaos will come, but you won't be a victim of it anymore. You will be the master of your own destiny, learning to navigate the storms with confidence and clarity. That's what true peace offers you, but to achieve it, you need to let go of your comfort zone. Are you ready to do that now, or will you stay in a cycle of illusory security? This moment demands courage, because when you choose peace, you're placing yourself on a path where certainties are few, but true freedom lies in embracing the unknown. The chaos you fear is just change in disguise, and when you accept that, your peace will be deeper than you ever imagined. It's not about running from chaos, but about learning to live with it in harmony. What you choose now will take you to a new level of clarity and strength. Are you ready to make that definitive choice? Chosen, now is the moment to decide. Peace and chaos are intertwined, and your choice will define your journey. Chaos will come, but when you face it with courage, the peace that follows is unbeatable. Will you keep running, or will you make this powerful choice and transform your life? The next phase requires the greatest courage you've ever had. Are you ready to face what's coming and move forward with confidence? Chosen, you are at the point of no return. The threshold of transformation is not a simple step. It is the boundary between who you were and who you are about to become. The decision you make now goes beyond a superficial change. This is the final choice before stepping into a new realm of possibilities, where everything will be different. You can no longer go back, so I ask, are you ready to cross this threshold with courage and confidence? Every choice you've made so far has brought you to this exact moment. But now, you are no longer choosing between options. You are choosing between staying in the familiar and stepping into the unknown. The threshold is where life asks you to release everything that no longer serves you, where you need to let go of what's holding you back. This moment allows no more hesitation. Will you take the step into transformation, or will you stay stuck in the past? You know that once you cross this threshold, nothing will be the same. The challenges ahead won't be easy, but they will be necessary for your growth. True transformation requires that you embrace the unknown with confidence. What comes after this threshold will test your faith, strength, and determination, but it's exactly what will make you stronger. From here on, there's no more room for fear of failure. Will you keep going, even without knowing what lies ahead? Now, the crucial question is, do you have the courage to move forward? The threshold of transformation demands courage because once you cross it, the path to your new self will be set. There will be no turning back. What you will be from this point on depends only on one decision: to continue with old habits or to embrace the change that awaits you. Transformation is never easy, but it is precisely because it is challenging that it is so powerful. Are you ready to leave the past behind and take this step? Chosen, now is the time. The threshold is before you, and there are no more easy choices. What you decide now will mark the beginning of your true transformation. The path ahead is full of new possibilities, and your courage is the key to unlocking what's to come. Will you walk through it with confidence, or will you hesitate once more? What comes next requires a clear and decisive action. Are you ready for this final step? Chosen, the moment of revelation has arrived, the divine touch you were waiting for. The one that will elevate you beyond everything you knew is within your reach. You felt it, didn't you? Something is about to change within you, something that will transform everything. This is not an external change, but an internal one, in your soul, in your heart. It is the great truth being revealed to you, and all you need to do now is open your eyes and allow this light to enter. You haven't come this far to turn back now. The divine touch is already within you, waiting to be released. The doubt that still exists in your heart is the last obstacle that must be overcome. The truth you've been searching for is finally being revealed, but you must be ready to receive it. There's no more room for hesitation. This truth is the key that will free you from all the chains that have held you until now. Will you choose to embrace it, or will you keep fighting against the transformation? The great truth is not something you find outside of yourself. It's something that's inside of you, waiting to be awakened. This is the moment for you to free yourself from what limits you and accept the divine touch that will elevate you to a new level of consciousness. You no longer need to search nor wait. From now on, everything you need for transformation is within you. The question is, will you finally allow this to happen? Are you ready to open yourself to the great truth that awaits you? By accepting this divine touch, you connect with something greater than you imagine. The transformation you've sought for so long will not be an external event, but an inner renewal. You will see the world with new eyes, understanding things in a deeper way. The path ahead, once foggy and filled with doubt, will now be illuminated by the truth that's being revealed. No matter what you've faced so far, what matters now is what comes next. With this new vision, are you ready to see everything in a way you've never seen before? Chosen, this is the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. The divine touch that elevates you doesn't come from a distant place, but from your own being, from your soul finally connecting with the divine. What you are experiencing now is a sense of renewal and strength. Are you ready to live this truth in your life, to be what you've always been destined to be? What comes next is a complete transformation, where you will become who you've always been meant to be. Are you ready to embrace your true essence? Chosen, the journey you've started is only just beginning. Every step taken, every choice made, has brought you closer to your true essence and the transformation you've sought for so long. What you have inside you is the strength, wisdom, and courage needed to walk this new path. There are no more doubts, no more fear. There is only the truth that has been revealed and the power you carry. Your transformation is complete, but your true awakening is just the beginning. Now, looking back, you'll see how much you've grown, how much you've learned, and how much stronger you've become. Don't let anything make you go back. The path you've walked so far is a testament to your inner strength, and what lies ahead will be even more magnificent. The transformation doesn't end here. Every day will be a new opportunity to live the truth you now carry with you. Chosen, the transformation you've experienced is not an end, but a new beginning. Look within yourself with pride, because now you are more aligned with your purpose than ever before. What comes next is the moment to live your truth, to be the light you've always been destined to be. Don't forget, you have everything you need inside of you, and this power is limitless. Move forward with courage and confidence, for the life you deserve is now within your reach. Now, share this journey with the world. The transformation you've experienced may be the key to the transformation of others. And remember, this is only the first step of an ongoing path of growth, evolution, and connection with the divine. You are the change the world needs. Move forward, chosen, and never stop walking towards the truth you now know.